Oh, holy shit. So yeah, I just bought a V7. No need to bury the lead at this point. Oh my god. I am freaking out, and I am freaked out because I just did this. So for a while now, my wife has been wanting to upgrade from her 250 to something bigger, something better, and yeah, she just decided a while ago that the V7 was the bike for her. She's loved this bike for a long time, and I've finally gotten it for her. And best yet, it's going to be a complete and total surprise. She has no idea that it's coming. It's going to be for an interesting evening with this guy parked in the garage or the living room to surprise her. Honestly, I would have a lot more to say, but well, I'm kind of freaking out. Don't know if I made a good decision or not. Yeah, but I'm just kind of freaking out, man. Honestly, like, I've surprised her before with some pretty epic shit, but this is a huge fucking surprise. I mean, holy shit, I'm kind of surprised at myself right now that I went and fucking got this thing and I did it. I hope she likes it. I really do. I mean, problem is this is a big, charismatic bike with a lot of known, I'll call it charisma, personality. And yeah, you just have to be ready for some of the shit that this bike is gonna try and throw at you. Woo! Feels good accelerating, at least. It's supposed to be a ton of traffic on the interstate in a minute, so. But yeah, anyways, I'm just kind of nervous. It was a huge surprise. It's her birthday. Her birthday was on Sunday, and for those of you out there that are interested in the sentimental, for me and the lady, this is going to be 11 years. And I think 10 years is kind of a big deal. So I figure 11 really marks something momentous and worth celebrating. And I think this is like maybe the perfect gift for an 11-year anniversary to myself. But I'm not so sure if it's the perfect gift 11-year anniversary to her. So we're going to find out, though. I'm going to have to get some fucking engine guards for this thing, though. She's dropped her 250, I think, maybe 2-3 times. And that was like in the very beginning. I really don't think that she's going to have any trouble with this bike in a way that leads me to think she's going to drop it, per se. Just riding it right now, it's got a lot of charisma. And it's got a little bit of bite. And I want her to be careful, So I want her to be careful with the bike, etc. Whew, man! I did it! I did it! So it is done. Bike is purchased. Now for the surprise part. Yeah, I don't know. This is like, this is just one of those epic videos that doesn't come around every day. It's not every fucking day that you surprise your loved one with something this epic and this awesome. Guys, I think I'm in 5th gear right now. So let's see. I need to distract myself from what I've just done. This stupid decision to buy a bike, buy it new, without telling the person that the bike's for, that you got it for them. I mean, this is fucking crazy. But yeah, so anyways, let's distract ourselves for a minute here. Now let's talk about the bike. Initial impressions of the Moto Guzzi V7, and specifically the V7-2 and the V7-2 Stoke. So I think, like, let's talk about the engine that so charismatic to the Moto Guzzi, has an incredible sound to it and such a unique feeling. I would say that the bike is much more powerful than I had originally expected. I've ridden a V7. I rode a V7 back in like 2013 or 2014, but I've never ridden the V7 Stone 2. So, you know, initial impression is that, wow, it's just got a little bit more grunt than I remember, in a good way, in a very good way. It's not fast at all, but for what it is, it's got some decent power behind it. I think the other thing I can say about the engine is that V-twin definitely does it does this, and it like pulls, you know, in either direction, and you can kind of feel that low speed maneuvering, low speeds. It's not bad. It's just going to take a little getting used to compared to the running on the Triumph. That part's interesting. I haven't had a chance to really test out the ABS. Haven't really had a chance to feel the traction control, although those things are very interesting. I've never really ridden a bike long term that had either of those, you know, like quick rides, sure, but that's going to definitely take some getting used to, I'm sure. I think the gearbox is shit. I mean, like the 6th gear part I haven't gotten to yet. I bet it's useful and good and all that shit, but I guess what I'm getting at is, like, initially when you're at a stop sign, you're in neutral and you pop down into first, I mean, nothing happens. Nothing happens. It is so weird. You know, most motorcycles, you get that audible click from neutral into first or from second into first, and on the Guzzi, like, you don't get any of that feel and that responsiveness, you know. It's a very strange sensation. From a styling perspective, I fucking love the matte black. I think they've done such a good job matting out like every possible part of it. You know, the handlebars matte black, the mirrors are matte black, the levers are matte black, even down to the turn signals and the brake light being painted matte black, you know. I mean, it's just absolutely legit that they've gone ahead and done all that shit that kind of feels like on the Triumph is intentionally not done well because they kind of want you to go buy parts and stuff, you know. I am not used to the position of the lever. It's very awkward. I feel like the rear brake is exactly where I would expect it to be, and I feel like the lever is where I would expect it to be, but the spacing between the peg and the lever are shorter than what I'm used to on my Scrambler. That could just be a Scrambler thing. I mean, I will say that every time I get on a bike I'm unfamiliar with, there's always that initial, like, where are the levers thing, and you have to, or not lever, excuse me, well, yeah, I guess it is lever. Where's the clutch? Where's the rear brake, right? But on this bike in particular, I just expected it to be a little more comfortable, and it's kind of awkward. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of awkward. That's nice. That's real nice. But it looks so cool. It's so fucking awesome. It's a Moto Guzzi. I mean, you'll just learn to love its personality. If she's a huge bitch, it's because she's beautiful and she can do that to you. She can be a bitch and you're like, I guess I have to put up with it because you're so fucking good looking and awesome. Woo! Yeah, that thing picks up. So I'm gonna surprise her tonight with this bad boy. Birthday, anniversary.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on.